Well, hello everyone. It's been a while since I've posted anything on the website. I just wanted to show everybody one of my latest additions to the old signal garden here in Los Angeles. What you see next to the original Econolite traffic signal is an old Keystone Alarm Station. These were very common in Los Angeles at any given time, on street corners, in the middle of neighborhoods, and different things like that. They are made by the Keystone Manufacturing Company of Los Angeles, California, and like I said, they were very common at one time. These boxes, though, haven't really been seen, from what I understand, from maybe through the 50s and the 60s. They were removed and replaced by smaller game wells mounted on aluminum poles. But this one is a gem, and I recently acquired it from a retired firefighter friend of mine who came up from Arizona. He had to do some house cleaning, so he had to get rid of this piece, and luckily I was lucky enough to be the one to get this piece. Take a look at it. It's in its unrestored condition right now, and it's got green paint on the base and some of the box, and the door you're looking at right here, and let's go up to it. This door is actually not the original door that came with the box itself. From what I've been told by Richard, my good friend Richard Yoakley, he told me that the original door on this particular box was actually beat up really bad. So what he did is he actually had a foundry, I believe when he was in San Diego, completely do a replica of this particular door. And he made it to where it had all of the original writing for fire, break glass, pull handle down and let go, even right down to the original Keystone Iron and Steel Works of Los Angeles, California designation. So everything here is pretty much a copy made to look like the original. So let's take a look. What we have is cast iron. We have a cast iron base, which you can see flares out at the bottom. This pole you're looking at actually is one straight piece of cast iron, and the bottom part actually would go straight down into the concrete. From what I'm told by experts, this particular pole was a pain for crews, because what would happen is when they would remove these boxes, they would actually have to try to get the pole out of the ground. In some cases, they would just simply break off the pole and cover it up. And in other cases, what they would simply do is remove this harp, which is the ornate part just under the box, and they would remove the box itself and leave the pole in place. If you drive around Los Angeles at any given time, you can actually see some of these poles sticking out. Now, just to be fair and accurate, these particular boxes were not made specifically as fire alarm stations. They were actually multi-purpose use boxes that were built by the Keystone Company, and cities and municipalities. Actually, they were only used here in the city of Los Angeles, but the city of Los Angeles decided what they wanted to do with it. Many of these boxes became fire alarm stations, just like the one you're seeing right here, and many other boxes became street light timing switches. And in fact, many of these street light timing switches are still in service today, and you can see them on many different street corners here in Los Angeles. Refer to the movie Life in the Fast Lane, and refer to our section on classic street lights, and you will see one of these particular boxes in the form of a street light timing switch. So let's take a look at some of the particulars of this particular box. And if you take a look here, and I'm going to reach around and open the box, this box actually has nothing in it at the moment. There's nothing in it. What they would do is use parts from Gamewell and probably from other alarm manufacturers, and they would put it inside the box. It has the inside. The switches and levers are not there at this current time, but they will be put back at some point. And on the outside, you have the part for breaking glass. And all of this was refabricated, as I said, when the original door was was damaged beyond beyond fixing. So here's what you see. By the way, I almost forgot, Sam, this is for you. You wanted to take a look at the lock mechanism. Here it is right here. Here's the outside. And Sam, here is the inside mechanism. It looks pretty standard, pretty much like a Gamewell lock. Here's everything. So I've decided to place it right out here in the yard, like I said, next to my Econolite, which has been in service for what, about a couple of years for those of you who notice. Please note that with the Econolite, I have changed out the green light or the green lens. I have put back the Chinese arrow that was in there originally. Most of you remember that I took it out, saying that I enjoyed the full green lens better. Well, I like this, so I put it back in, and I've put this wonderful piece right next to it. So I'll be posting some more videos soon, over probably the next few months, showing the restoration of this particular piece. Now, as a footnote to all of this, this particular alarm box is taking the space that was once reserved for a Gamewell 1951 box that I was working on. And in fact, that box is right here. It's displaced right now, but don't worry. It's going to find a home for itself. It will be replaced somewhere else in the yard, and it's actually, the intent was actually to make it a yard telephone. And the telephone is inside of the box. It just needs to be hooked up. Actually, this gives me an opportunity to actually move it to a better spot closer to the main building where I can do all the hookups and everything. So don't worry, that's coming back, and we'll do a little feature on that too later on. So here you have it. This is pretty neat. This is my second piece, being actually my third piece if you include the Gamewell 51 that's been added here to the Signal Garden. So enjoy, and any advice you guys might have on restoring this particular piece, I'd much appreciate it. As always, have fun signal fanning.